Sugars.
Oh,
See ya.
say bye, Angela.
She whispers.
Let's call tonight's city council meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Paul, will you take the roll?
Derek Cox.
Here.
Brad Dreyer. Beth Enneking.
Here.
Doug Stock.
Here.
Melissa Tucker.
Thank you. You all received copies of the minutes from the June 9th meeting. Are there any comments, corrections? If not, I would need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Department heads' reports are available in the packets, and they were provided to you all last week for your review. Any comments on the department head reports, questions? I don't see any Mayor's Youth Council members out here tonight, so I saw one maybe, but so we'll move on. Old business, we have no items under old business. The first item under new business, actually we have 3 agenda items. Whoops, I got the wrong. It's here. I am missing a page. We have it's a contract. It's interlocal city court agreements with Oldenburg, Sunman, and Milan. Blaine, would you like to explain what those are and why we are doing this?
Yep, absolutely. So I know it came before City Council a number of times over the last couple of years, the Batesville City Court. Judge Rohrig is taking up a pretty big effort to kind of modernize the court and the accessibility of it. One thing she's actually implemented and went live this week is a online system, so you can actually go on to Indiana My Case now and look for cases. Attorneys can actually e-file on to Batesville City Court now. It's really convenient. I think it's even gone live technology-wise for Chief Manis and his group to file infractions and things of that nature on there as well. But anyhow, part of that modernization, Odyssey asked about, who is the service provider, asked about updated interlocal agreements and things of that nature because they include our fees and costs and fines. As we previously, you all may know, Batesville City Court is pretty unique in the fact that it actually has jurisdiction over the entire county of Ripley County and the entire county of Franklin County. I've not yet seen or encountered a court where it actually has jurisdiction over 2 counties, so somewhat unique. But part of that is the jurisdiction also affords us to try ordinance violations as well as low-level traffic infractions within the Batesville City Court. As far as the necessity for the agreements is that other towns such as Oldenburg, Milan, and Sunman in Ripley County, Franklin County doesn't utilize the court as much just from an accessibility standpoint, but they can file their ordinance violations here as well. That imposes a burden upon the court, and so part of the purpose of an interlocal agreement, we have one of these that was adopted back, I think, in 2018. This is a re-up of that agreement, but is restructured to a certain extent, and the primary issue is how do you split fees between the courts and the towns. Somebody gets a $500 fine for whatever, having chickens in city limits or in town limits, an ordinance violation as an example, in Milan, but the city court collects the $500. Where does the $500 go? Does it stay with Batesville? Does it go back to the town of Milan or Oldenburg, things of that nature? So the agreement lines those procedures out. There's also costs associated with filing, where those costs are allocated or received, and how much is divvied up. And so that's the purpose of the interlocal agreements. It's an agreement between the city of Batesville for utilizing the infrastructure that is the Batesville City Court and other municipalities, being the town of Oldenburg, the town of Sunman, and the town of Milan. And so if you guys, I know drafts have been proposed. These drafts have been circulated with John Kellerman, who is the town attorney for the town of Oldenburg and the town of Sunman, as well as Lynn Flutterman for the town of Milan. I have not received feedback from them yet. Town of Oldenburg meets the first Monday of each month, and I'm not sure when the town of Milan is, but these are presented for city council because ideally, if we have no changes, and those are subsequently approved by the other towns, they can immediately go into effect. If they have proposed changes or requests that are material to this, then to the proposals, then we'll have to bring them back next month to discuss their proposals. So I guess at this point in time, I and the city court are asking for review and whether approval or suggested changes for these interlocal agreements to present to these towns. And if approved, we'll just wait for their answer or their response.
In other words, if we're comfortable with what's submitted, we just need to approve it. I'll ask for a motion to approve the agreements.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreements.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the interlocal city court agreements. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries.
Yep, that's all that is required.
Our next item of new business is a Belterra funds request. People assisting animals in need are going to make a request. Judy Belmer, well, it looks like we have several people standing to present. So we'll let Judy lead off with it.
Okay, hi, my name is Judy Belmer. I am the president and co-founder of People Assisting Animals in Need. I am coming before the city council to request funds for the Belterra funds to improve the local Batesville Street Department animal control for the city limits of Batesville. Payne is a 501c3 corporation. We are solely ran by volunteers of this organization. We have served the community of Batesville for the last 24 years, finding homes, rescues, or for stray animals and dogs that are found within the city limits of Batesville. And also reuniting with the team from the street department, the police department, when animals do come in to try to get them back to their rightful owners. In the last 3, if not 4 years, since we've been a part of the city's animal control facility, we have seen a definite increase of animals coming through the city. So a little bit about what the city has in the back of the street department is we have 4 indoor-outdoor dog runs. Is showing my age a little bit, but those dog runs were put in when Bob Hortemiller was the commissioner of the street department. They have been back there since, I'm not even quite sure, at least over 15 years that they have been back there. We also do have extra large dog kennels. Those are what holds the cats that come in or kittens that come in from the city. Currently, starting last week, we had 8 cats or kittens up there, 2 dogs, and on Friday, we had a phone call from the local police department that there were 2 additional dogs that were coming in with a possibility of 3 from a resident living in Batesville that had a medical emergency. So those, currently now we have 2 kittens and 2 dogs that are at the city. Some of them that have left have went back to an owner. Some have went to foster care. Some have been adopted out. So the numbers that we have for 2024 animal control that goes through the city is 66 cats/kittens or 43 puppies or dogs. So far, the number for 2025 is 14 cats, kittens, and 38 puppies or dogs. With those numbers, a lot of them are returned back to their owners. Some of them are sent to rescue, and some we have personally used other rescues for, or we try to rehome them ourselves with adoptions. And we also, for the city of Batesville, run a low-cost spay and neuter clinic for cats. Currently, we are running that out of the Ward building and have been since 2016. On 2024, we have helped the city of Batesville and also the local counties, whoever want to come and use our low-cost spay and neuter program. 218 cats have been spayed and neutered through that program. Currently, so far from January to July, our last clinic, we have done 141 cats. And as we know, we will be needing to find a new destination eventually after the Ward building is remodeled. Our initial thoughts that I have brought to Mayor Eargang, Scott, I know Stan Holt was involved, Jamie Straber was involved, was getting our own building. And realistically, I thought that was a grand idea at first. Now I think the location was going to be back by the recycling center. I feel that Payne does not want to be animal control for the city of Batesville. We want to be volunteers to help care for the animals when they come in and get them to a rescue, adopt them out, or find the rightful owners to them. So I feel currently that what we need more is upgrade the current facility that we do have. I know initially bids and things that came in to have a brand new building was over $150,000. And looking at our numbers that started this year, I can't say that we're decreasing, because in the last 2 weeks, it's been really very thick at the street department. As the police would obviously know, one night, I think they were up there 4 times. So our thoughts are to upgrade the facility, take the 2 bays that are back there at the Batesville Street Department. We basically take one, we just expand to the next bay. Scott Miller also suggested that would be a good idea, and we kind of ran with it. And as we have, everyone should have received just a map, like quotes, the kennels, the fencing, concrete work, and there are some, you guys, which actually receive photos of what currently is up at Animal Control now, and I know Beth has went up and also seen the facility. So our request is for $60,000 for the Belterra funds to expand and improve animal control for the city limits of Batesville. We would need 2 additional dog runs, which we can also use those currently for housing adult cats that come in. That kind of helps us utilize them in 2 different ways. Heating, air conditioning. Currently, there is no air conditioning there. So when it was in flex of 100 degrees, Nicole took one of the dogs home to foster, so it did not have to stay back in the conditions. Hot water, sink for better drainage, washer and dryer hookup. Currently, we do not have that. We take all the bedding, towels, and things home to our homes and clean them and launder them. Honestly, I don't feel like this is a off-the-wall request, because this has been going on for a while. I initially will tell you, as a co-founder of the organization and starting with the city of Batesville, and I've lived in Batesville all my life, my eyes are open. We have an animal problem in this area. There's a lot of stray and abandoned animals. We are trying to do the best we can with probably 6 active volunteers in our organization. So this is something that has been long overdue. I also feel like it is a need to move forward for the city of Batesville with just new people coming in town and just upgrades to make it more, I guess, just a more humane facility for the animals that are there. Not that it is not humane, I am just saying that air conditioning is a plus, I'm not gonna lie. So, you have any questions, or we would be more than happy to ask or answer any questions.
I don't have any questions, but I just want to thank Judy and everyone else from Payne, their leadership and dedication to this cause. So thank you.
Thank you.
I do want to point out from a financial situation, the Belterra Fund has about $138,000 in it. It has not been widely used as much as it used to be because we've taken a lot of that work, brought it into our budget. This, I feel, from a financial standpoint, is the best place to take this money, because otherwise it's something the city needs, but we can do it with, the Belterra Fund was kind of set up as the one-offs, the oddballs, the things, and I think this fits right into there as far. I know it's a lot more than probably most people have ever asked, but we've got more money than we've asked, and we're probably going to get about another 15 to 20 in this year still. So I think that because we've used it judiciously for the last few years, I think this kind of project makes the most sense for this fund to use as the funding mechanism.
I would agree, Paul. I think you guys obviously are overgrown, and like you said, there's animal control issues that we deal with in Batesville all the time. Again, like Beth said, I appreciate everything you guys have done and will continue to do, but I make a motion to approve as presented.
I'll second that motion.
Oh, sorry. We have a motion and a second to approve the Belterra request on the behalf of Payne. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Hey, Judy, when we start the process of the bills and things, let me know. We'll work it out.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, and thank you for, since we don't have a city animal control, I mean, you guys provide a tremendous service to us, so we appreciate that. Well, okay, sorry, Mike. As a matter of fact, I was walking the other night and somebody came up to me. They asked how to get in the front door because they had picked up a cat or a cat was left. And they couldn't believe I was here at 7 o'clock, and I really wasn't. I was out walking, but nevertheless, I was able to direct them, but thank you. Okay. Next item up is the clerk treasurer's report.
Okay. Just the normal, we have the financials there for the non-utility and the 3 financials for the wastewater and water and gas utilities. Any questions on those, let me know. The one thing that's going to happen is we've started the process already for the 2026 budget. It's that time of year again, and I want to make sure that the council is aware, and everyone, the public, that the meeting for the budget is set for Wednesday, August 27th at 6 p.m. It's the same time we do it every year, that last Wednesday in August, so hopefully all the council members can attend, and obviously the public is invited as well. Other than that, that's all I have, unless anybody has any questions on financials.
Okay, we'll need a motion to approve the claims tonight.
I'll make a motion. to approve the claims.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to approve our claims tonight. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. And next up, do we have citizens here in the audience that would like to address council?
Oh, actually, I'd like to bring one thing up, and it's just more of a question than anything. I know over in Hillendale on Bischoff Lake, there are 2 trees that have fallen in the lake. One's been in there for well over a year, and it's a pretty large oak one that it fell in. But honestly, just some clarity on, don't know if it's DNR, if it's the city. I've heard conflicts from both, because there's part of the tree that's still on the land side, and then the other half of the tree is in the water side.
We can check with Water and Gas. Water and
Seems
Gas
to me that it-
actually owns that property around the lake.
Okay.
And that's, if it's a tree that's on the very, very edge, and I know some of them are, I know which one you're talking about.
Okay.
And if it falls in, it may be something that they have to take care of. We can check with them tomorrow.
Okay. Thanks, Paul.
Have you talked to him at all, Derek? Or
No, honestly, I just got it brought up to me to
check.
ask.
We'll
So,
talk with Eric tomorrow.
okay. Thank you.
Okay, all right. All right, then we will get on to the mayor's report. On Thursday, July 17th, from 4 to 9 p.m., the Batesville Main Street will be holding their food truck festival. This year, it will be around Inspiration Park. The last couple of years, it's been at the library. I think this number may be wrong. Amy, correct me if I'm wrong, but we have roughly 19 vendors, 18 vendors. So you can check out the Batesville Main Street Facebook page or log into batesvillemainstreet.org for more information. John Basler will be providing music at the event. And do you know what time does he start? Okay. All right. National Night Out is on August 6th from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's our public safety folks put on the National Night Out. It's a free community event offering food and games and fun. They usually have lots of equipment. The kids usually like the trucks and the ATVs and all that are out there. I don't know, do you have anything special planned, Brian? You going to be hosing people down or anything?
We'll have a truck there if kids want to spray some water. We'll have that there.
Okay.
Our inflatable house.
Okay. And at that event, it will also be a drug take-back. There will be a drug take-back program available there. So you can bring unused or expired prescription drugs, and we can help with disposal of that. On August 23rd is Batesville Main Street's annual Tap and Chisel Craft Brew and Spirits Fest. That event, the general admission period is from 3 to 6 p.m., and it's held on Walnut Street between Pearl and this year we're actually going down Walnut to about as far as the alley behind the post office. And then it will go down George Street toward Main. VIP, if you have VIP tickets, you can start at 2 p.m. So you get 4 hours of unlimited tastings, 3 hours with the general admission tickets. General admission, VIP tickets get you reserved seating, free water, bottled water, snacks, a 13-ounce commemorative glass, a big one. And Creek Bottom Brewery will be doing a beer school. They did that event last year. I think it was a big hit. VIP tickets are available until August 22nd. Early bird sales are available to August 8th, and they are $35 in advance for advance sales. From August 9th to the 23rd, they run $40, and day of the event, they're $50. There will be entertainment at the event provided by Dan Goodapple, Marissa Folenkamp, and Craig Quick. Finally, I would like to thank everyone who participated in our 4th of July parade or events. I truly appreciate everybody who helped out. It's something that I talked about a couple of years ago. I think it's something that needed in the community, and I appreciate everybody that helped out and showed up. next year we'll see if we can get a few of the food vendors who committed to actually commit. They actually didn't quite make it. But nevertheless, we'll work to make next year's event bigger, and I thank everyone who was a part of that because it was a great success. Ran into Derek along the parade route. And, he even offered to share his flag with someone more needy, but I made sure he took
insisted.
one.
Yeah, I got one.
Anyway, thank you. That actually concludes my comments tonight. Our next regularly scheduled meeting is Monday, August 11th at 6:30 p.m. That being said, I will ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I make a second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion opposed? Motion carries. The meeting's adjourned.